Hi everybody, thanks for checking out my review for this Okko wireless IP camera. Any of you who followed me know that I am kind of an electronics junkie. I do a lot of testing for different electronics, and my newest binge lately has been these little wireless IP cameras. So I have a whole bunch of them, at least a half dozen different brands. So I'm going to, for my review, compare this Okko to the other brands that I've tested within the same price range. So I don't think it's fair to compare this to, you know, a $200-300 camera, because it's not a $200 or $300 camera. For what it is though, I'm actually really impressed with it. I'll get into some of the details in the write-up, but in the video I want to show you a couple things. I want to show you everything that comes in the box, and then I want to show you how to set it up because it's a little different. The app was updated after this was printed, so the app is a little different, but I'll walk you through it. It's still pretty easy to do. It's actually one of the easier ones that I've done, that I've actually set up. So in the box you get obviously the camera. I actually really like the styling on this thing. So this can be fixed, and you can just turn this however you want. Wide angle, so you have a lot of play. I think it's 110 degrees. So you actually have a lot of viewing. Then it's just the power cord, an adapter. This is a mounting plate, and it actually did come with screws and drywall mounts as well, so that if you want to mount this up, you can do that. And then obviously the instruction book. So that's what comes in the box. I'll give you a little better view. Nice and compact, actually. So one of the things that I really liked about this is the fact that it folds down. You can just set it back in the box, because I like to use them for baby monitors because they have really great noise and motion sensing. And so when I go out of town, it's nice to just be able to take a really small one with me. It's easier than taking the old-fashioned radio monitors that I've used for a long time. But anyway, so this is what comes in the box, and so what I want to do now is I'm going to shut this off, and I'll do some screenshots of how to actually set this up. So to start, I guess I can get rid of this all the way. So all you have to do to give this thing power is just plug this right into the back there. That's it. Okay, so now, and if you want, depending on how you mount it, you'll either put this on the top so it runs through there, on the bottom so it runs through there. But either way, even if it's on the bottom, you can see since it has the cutout, you can set it flat like that. So that's all you do. Plug this in, and you'll hear it talk to you. So I'm going to come back with screenshots from my phone. I'll walk you through the setup of it really fast, and then we'll finish up with my final thoughts. Okay, welcome back everybody. So all I've done to the camera is plug it in, and you'll wait for a red flashing light. That means that it's powered on but not connected to anything. This is the Invidian app. I got it from the Play Store. This is the one that Okko recommends. It is a good app. It's not the best app, and there's really only one problem with it that I have, and it's with the sound transmission. It's not real time. You actually have to like record it and send it. So that's really the only problem I have with it. They did update it recently and let you now to adjust the sensitivity for your alarms, which is awesome because that was my other complaint. So anyway, I want to run you through how to set it up because it's a little different than in the book. All you do is open the Invidian app. You're going to hit this Add Camera. You're going to hit All Manufacturers and scroll down to Okko. Like I said, this is actually the easiest of any of the IP cameras that I've had as far as the setup goes. So I'm not sure which one this is, to be honest. It doesn't have a model name on it. I've tried Okko 1 and Okko 2. They both work fine, so we'll just choose Okko 1. Now you're going to connect to your own Wi-Fi. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a second because I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi. I don't want you seeing my password. As soon as you're done connecting to the Wi-Fi, it immediately comes up with a QR code. So I'll jump back on when we get to that point. Okay, so now we are back. You have this QR code, and all you're going to do is hold your camera up to it, maybe about 6 to 8 inches. You heard the beep, so that was about 6 inches away from the screen. As soon as you hear the beep, you know that they registered. You just hit next, and now it's going to connect. So this might take a minute because it's actually reprogramming the camera to have your wireless password so that it actually is connected. And that's it. That's all there is set up to it. So like I said, the app itself it's good, not the best that I've tried, but it is quite good. The camera, I'm a huge fan of. The biggest reason why is because it's got a super wide angle, so it's good quality. All these, to be honest, all of the camera quality, like the image, the resolution, they're all about the same. Any of them in this price range, you're gonna get about the same. What I do like is that you have a 110-degree lens on this, which means that you can set it in the corner and see an entire room, where with my other one, one of them is, well, a couple of them are like actually motorized and I have to spend time scrolling back and forth to see the whole room. Another one isn't motorized and I just can't see the entire room. So I really like that aspect of it. All right, so now I'm just going to change the name. I don't know why it's coming up. Oh, all right, so change the name. We'll just put it as Oko and we'll connect. There you go, there's my live feed. It's Thanksgiving, so that's our gratitude tree there because I have a great wife. So here's your live feed. I'll turn it sideways here. There you go. So I do want to run through a couple of the settings with you. So up here in the corner is the settings. These are your sensors, your motion or your sound. When you click on those, now you can adjust the sensitivity, which is great. I really like that. And then this is just to turn it on or turn it off. Same thing with sound. If you're using it as like a baby monitor, you can have it so that when they cry, it actually sends you a notification, lets you, know that they're awake. Cloud archive you can set up. They do charge for like the bigger allotment, the bigger space ones. Rename. So all of these are pretty much the standards. This is the background audio, so if you minimize your app, it'll keep playing that sound. So that's pretty much the settings that you have over here. Change the video quality. We'll just always do high. So that's pretty much it. So the one thing I did want to show, this down here at the bottom is the talk. So in order for you to talk, you actually push it, you send it. Okay, so now I'm going to send, then you hit it again, and now it's going to send over to the camera, which is right next to me, so you should be able to hear it here in a second. I may have asked it to do too much. Well, oh, I wonder if my internet is being silly. I've never actually had that problem. Let's try again. Testing. Oh. All right, see? Well, there's a little glitch. Testing. All right, so there you go. It has its problems. That's actually the first time I've ever had that issue. So I'll figure out what it is, and then I'll just write it in the write-up. I'll tell you guys what actually caused that problem. I have a feeling it has to do with the internet because they're working on my internet, and I think that my internet may be out right now, so it's just not being able to send because it has to do that. All right, so that's my review of the Oko wireless IP camera. I'll give you some more details, like I said, in the write-up, but I wanted you to see the setup. Super simple, probably the easiest of any of the cameras that I've had. Really like the wide-angle lens. The camera itself is very well built. The price is right. I'm actually quite a big fan of this. I'm going to see if I can find a different app that will work with this camera because I feel like there's better IP camera apps out there than this NVIDIA app. But all in all, it's a really, really great camera. For the price, you get a lot of bang for your buck, and I'm a big fan. I give this one, I'd probably give it 4, maybe 4.5 stars. The camera itself, I easily give 5 stars. The limiting factor is the app for right now. So I'm going to do some messing around with the settings and see if I can figure it out, because it actually did come up and say that there's an update for this camera. So I'm going to update it, update the camera, then I'm going to rerun it, and then I'll give you my final star value in my write-up. If you have any questions, feel free to answer or to ask. If you liked it, if it was helpful for you, go ahead and hit that yes button down at the bottom.